I can't wait to see the little Mario picture. There's gonna be great.
All right, here we go. Dave.
Yo, Josh, what's up, man? I made it to the hurricane, bro.
Hey, I'm so glad to hear that. I was unsure if you were one gonna make it because things were looking pretty dire, but then two, of course, wondering if you were gonna make it here. So it's you without a camera, but it's you nonetheless.
Yes, I am here, but I did want to represent for those that are watching live with a nice picture of a Mario of my Mario days. I love that picture, man. I showed that picture to my wife the other day, and I'm like, "Look at me there. I look handsome AF." And she's like, "No, I just don't like that mustache." I go, "I don't know what is your problem. That is handsome AF right there. That is. I'm doing it again. I'm shaving the beard, and I'm going back to mustache, wearing Mario hats. It was so great.
Dave, it doesn't matter how many ladies like the mustache. She's the only lady
I
that
mean,
matters.
it's not about the ladies. I like it. I like the little caterpillar in the front on my lip there, man.
You're just tired of your lip getting cold.
So,
It needs to be nice and warm,
it
man.
needs to be nice and it needs to be nice and warm. There she is. Wifey's in chat right now. But yeah, I loved it. I loved it. I probably would say she probably doesn't like it because I am too handsome.
A little too handsome.
It's too
Well,
handsome.
hey, so we're doing this thing.
Let's
You
do it,
wanna
man.
you wanna start us off?
The Lootcast starts now.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 114 of the Lootcast. I'm your host, N64 Josh. I've got Guardian Outpost with me, and we got a quick word from our sponsors. Guys, if you'd like to get yourself a free audiobook from Audible, you can go to audibletrial.com/thelootcast, and there you can choose from one of over 30,000 books. You help support this show, and we really appreciate it. So, a few books we recommend: Ready Player One, Game of Thrones, Console Wars, just to name a few. Go check it out. There's a lot of good Star Wars books. There's a lot of good stuff there. Go check it out. Get yourself a free book. Help support the show. We really appreciate it. That's audibletrial.com/thelootcast. And Dave's got our other sponsor, which is OP Seat, which I'm sitting in right now, but I think he's in a bedroom, not in his OP
I
seat.
am not in my OP seat
Correct?
right now, although I miss it very much. My very, very comfortable OP seat. I went back to my office, made sure my OP seat was doing okay, and it is. It is perfectly there, waiting for me to sit upon it again. OP seat, a great gaming chair. If you've been looking to getting yourself a gaming chair, but you've been thinking, man, these chairs are just way too expensive for me, try out OP seat, opseat.com, or follow them on Twitter at OP seat. The chairs are comfortable, they're heavy duty, they are comparable to other chairs out in the market. And, if you go to their website and use coupon code GO, you get $10 off your purchase of an OP seat. OP seat, check them out. You'll love them, guaranteed. The official chair of Guardian Outpost and the Lootcast.
That is correct. That is correct. Lastly, guys, I want to let everybody know that if you're into Nintendo, you can check out the Nintendo Powercast on iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Okay, well, we do this thing live on Twitch every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 9 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to come join us live, we'd love that. We'd love that. This has been a very exciting week. We're super glad that everything's, other than the internet being out for Dave, everything's good to go. And we got a lot of Destiny 2 to talk about. So, my friend, how's the first week of Destiny 2 been for you?
Oh, man, I'm so happy that I got to get in some Destiny 2 before the hurricane came by. You know, I didn't lose much time. I think it was only Sunday I really didn't get to play. So I really only missed one day. I'm playing Destiny since it came out. Love it. It's really, really great. A lot of the stuff that we loved from part one is in this game. A bunch of new stuff is also in this game. There's so much to do. There's always things popping up, always things going on. I feel like in Destiny 1, I was doing something and I would forget why I'm doing it. Like, why am I doing this again? And I would just forget and I'd stop doing it. Destiny 2, when I was going through the story campaign, man, it took me a while to get through the story campaign because I'm a guy that likes to do side missions and side quests, and all these side quests and these public events just pop up, and these public events are exciting, and you could actually die from them. They're not these easy peasy public events, and it's really good. The leveling system, a bit confusing, but once you get the hang of it, you understand what you're doing. But I'm really loving the game. It looks really good on PlayStation 4. Haven't tried it on Xbox One yet. Very much looking forward to the PC version of this game when it comes out in October. A couple of things. I don't like that our Guardian doesn't talk at all. Our Guardian is like a mute. The ghost
it's weird.
Does all the talking for us. I kind of didn't like that. A lot of the stuff from the first game kind of comes over to this game as well. Like, I see a lot of people kind of falling back to what they kind of used in D1 to play in D2. I see a lot of people using Might Multi-Tool. I see a lot of people still using, Void Nova Bombs and Striker Titans and Gunslingers and Tethers, and a lot of people kind of falling back to what they used to in D1, which kind of bums me out a little bit. Would have loved to see people kind of like trying the new stuff. But we don't know. There might be more stuff coming down the pike that we don't know about yet. So, that's just right now. Of course, there's a DLC coming. DLC's coming, one coming in December. The raid, as of this recording, the raid comes out tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern time. The raid comes out tomorrow. I'm going to definitely be running it when it kicks off, and I look forward to it. Light level 260 to 280 is what you need to be. 260 to enter the raid, I guess 280 for the final encounter. That kind of ruffled some feathers out there because a lot of people grinded to get up to 300 to get up to 300 power level. Excuse me, not power level. Is no longer light level. To get up to 300 power level, thinking that they were going to need to be 300 power level to run the normal raid. When it turns out, well, no, you only need to be 260 to 280. So that ruffled some feathers for a few people, but I think that's fine. You want the casual player to be able to jump in there rather quickly. You could get up to power level 260 rather quickly if you just play the game and you just do the side quests and you run some public events. Overall, I don't want to grade the game yet because there's still Trials of Osiris to come. We still got to see the raid. It's not called Trials of Osiris, it's called Trials of 9, so we still got Trials to see. But overall impressions, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it all. Again, the things that seeing people using the same stuff that they used in D1, like same exotic armor and same guns that they, same exotic gear they got, I find myself using Nova Bomb more than the new Dawnblade. You know what I mean? Like, I should be using the Dawnblade. I should be using Dawnblade more than I'm using Nova Bomb and Stormcaller. But I find myself going back to Nova Bomb, going back to Stormcaller. I like Dawnblade is nice, but I don't really see a reason to even use it. I do see people using the new Sentinel Titan, which is good. But again, with people that are running hunters, I see a lot of tethers out there. I see a lot of people still running tethers and Golden Gun in PvP. But I'm liking the game. It's early. We got many, many things to come. I'm just glad to have new stuff to do in Destiny, and I thought the story campaign vastly improved over Destiny 1. Was it earth-shattering? No. It's pretty dry story. Bad guy comes, takes our stuff. We rally the troops. We take our stuff back. Kind of story. But obviously way better than the first game where we had no idea who we were doing, why we were doing what we were doing. But like, why do I care about these guys? I'm kind of going detailed here. I don't mean to take up so much time.
It's all right. No, it's all good, man. It's all good. We'll come back through it and kind of break it down. I mean, that's fine. I mean, I haven't even finished the game yet. The main story.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what?
This last week
it took me 16 hours. I did an 8-hour stream on Wednesday on launch day, Didn't even finish the story campaign. Another 8-hour stream on Thursday, and then I finally finished the story campaign towards the end of that stream. So that's good. 16 hours. I'm a side mission guy. So I see a side quest, I gotta go do it. There's a side quest. I did the story campaign, 5 side quests, then story campaign, then more side quests, then a story. So that's how I did it. So if you do it that way, you're looking at a long time. You're looking at a lot of PvE stuff. As for the enemies, same enemies we were fighting in the first game. Vex are practically the same. Hive are practically the same. But they tweaked the knights a little bit. The Fallen are practically the same. They gave us one new enemy type. With the Fallen, the guys that carry those electric bow staffs. As for the Cabal, they gave us, I think, 3 new enemy types in the Cabal. Those guys that carry the Incinerator, those dudes that carry the swords, and the War Dogs. Oh, and also those Centurions that float in the air. There's rumors and there's speculation that there might be a new enemy class coming to Destiny 2. I hope it does. I hope it does come down. But yeah, I mean, we're still fighting Taken. We haven't seen the Siva, so there's no Siva. But we're still fighting the Taken. We're still fighting the Hive, the Vex, the Cabal, the Fallen. Again, a lot of games tend to kind of do it. I mean, Halo, we were kind of fighting the same enemies as well. But I would have liked to see a little more variation. If we were going to get Hive and we were going to get Fallen and we were going to get Vex, would have been nice to see a little variation, a new different type of Vex, a new, more different types of Fallen. But it is what it is. The game is still great. A lot of people are having fun. And I'm still very excited about the future of this game.
Yeah, I think some of the things that were most notable to me, just firing the game up, one, it looks better. I feel like just I honestly feel like, and I'm surprised to be saying this, but I'm getting that going from Halo 1 to Halo 2 vibe. And I wasn't from like the reveal event and everything, but now this game feels tighter to me.
Yes.
It feels like it just feels crispier. Like when you're doing PvP, and I'm using all blues and greens other than I think I have one exotic. And I gotta say, like, there's some times that you can dominate. There's other times that you're gonna get dominated. But just the overall feel of PvP, I really like it. It has that same punch that the battle rifle did in Halo 2 when you first started getting used to it and you had to give up the pistol. Everybody in Halo 2 went for that pistol first because they were like, oh, and then they realized, oh, it's not the old pistol. It's not the old Magnum. And so, I'm loving pulse rifles. I have an exotic pulse rifle. I just have the one Titan I'm running. I have some exotic shoulders that work really well with the Sentinel. And the thing it does is, if you get a kill, you can then throw the shield again. So if you throw the shield and smash somebody, you can throw the shield again. And so it's and I think you can continue doing that after each kill. It recharges it. That's handy. That's very handy. So, but my problem right now, being a low light level or low power level, I can't infuse anything yet. I don't have any of the right materials. I haven't come across them yet. And so, and I'm just taking my time. I'm having a good time with it. I thought my work week was going to be crazy this week, and I got almost everything done at work today. So I probably could have taken tomorrow off, but I'm not even close. I'm at least 100 power level away. And so I'm just like, you know what? I think the weekend is going to be when I finally get to raid, and that's fine. Like, it's fine. I've come to grips with it. I did a lot of stuff over the weekend that was a ton of fun that didn't allow me to play, and so you gotta pick and choose, right? And so I'm loving the progression of the story. I love that you can't just run through it. You have to do at least a couple side missions or some PvP so that you can level up to continue going. Because I hit that wall where it was like, oh, level 11. You have to be at least level 11, and I was like level 9. Okay, so jump in, do some public events or whatever, and even those things they're just so cool now. And I do want to say, like, we're not going to like go like deep into story spoilers, guys, but we may, just in talking about stuff, some of it may be spoilerish to you. So if you haven't played anything and you don't want to know anything, then maybe just like stop the show and come back after you've played
got
some
something
stuff.
to say about that. This is a video game. Come on. I mean, it's not Game of Thrones, you know. Listen, if you gotta know,
Well, based on the reviews I've gotten on iTunes from people that are like, "You guys spoiled Zelda by saying there was a house you could get," we're like, "What?"
Whatever. Listen, those reviewing that, come on. It's a video game. We're giving you informed opinions to see if it's worth spending $60 on this game. And you mentioned something. Yes, it's so polished right now. It is a much more polished Destiny game. It's maybe the Destiny game that we were supposed to have 4 years ago. You know what I mean? Maybe that was the game, or 3 years ago. Excuse me, the game, because we're in the year 4 now. Maybe they should have. Maybe this was the game that they wanted to give us. But to those that are not going to be able to run the raid tomorrow, don't feel bad about it. Or excuse me, those that can't run the raid this week or next week, don't feel bad about it. The people running the raid when it comes out, we're the ones that no-lifed the game this past week. You know what I mean? We're the ones that either were content creators, or we took off from work, or you're a kid in a hurt, or you're a kid that that is that you're a college kid that you don't have many. You scheduled your classes late so you can play video games all day, or you scheduled, I don't know. But if you're running the raid, those that are running the raid right off the bat, we're just the ones that know life the game. Like, I did 8 hours on Wednesday. I did 8 hours on Thursday. Saturday, before the storm came, because I'm in Miami and I was hurricane down here. Obviously, I'm here and I'm fine. Saturday, I jumped on. I said, well, let me jump on here. I think I jumped on at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and went all the way till 1 in the morning. So I did 12 hours in one session just sitting there. So don't feel bad, and you should have fun with the game. The raid will be there when you're ready to go. And I'm only doing the one character as well. Once I start my second character, I might go a little slower and relax a little more. But game's good.
Yeah, man, for me this time around, like, Destiny's going to be in the rotation of games I play, but it's not going to be the only game I play. And so I don't want to just burn through everything and then not have it be part of the rotation,
Yeah.
And thankfully for me, PvP is my, like, I can fall back on that. And I'm really, really enjoying it. I gotta give a shout out to the Loot Clan, man. Those guys and gals within the first day had hit max clan XP, and we had the loot by the first day. So, Loot Clan, keep it up. You guys are killing it.
You hit that level cap immediately.
Well, you could only get to like level 2, and then it stopped adding XP or whatever.
No,
like,
okay.
you can't. It's not until this week that I think you can hit 3, then 4. I'm not sure of how it works exactly. I feel like there's a ton to learn about this game, and so But that's just cool when you start seeing that, like, every time you complete a public event or you complete a story mission and you see the little thing pop up that says 500 XP towards the clan.
I love it.
That's really cool.
I love when I'm running through a mission and I just see that pop up because someone else in my clan has just did something. Just did something. You're like, oh, yeah. Somebody just did something. Look at that, 500 XP, awesome. Or 200. Oh wow, someone else just did something. 250. The Outpost clan, we are a bee's D away from completing level 1, so we're still trying to get there. If those of you that can't join the Loot Clan and are looking for a clan, the Outpost, we only have like 25 members right now, so Those that can't jump in the Loot Clan, let me know. There's so much we're gonna learn about this game, man. There's so much we're gonna learn about this game.
Yeah, and the Loot Clan has about 25 spots left, and then we're gonna be full on the Xbox side. The PS4 side may have some more. So, in the very near future, we're gonna start opening that up and getting. We want to max it out. I think we're just kind of waiting until after the raid.
Maybe
So,
one day we'll just merge it, make it the Loot Clan Outpost. The Loot Outpost Clan.
we just got to make up a word or something. But
Exactly. Outpost.
yeah, yeah. There you go. So, but yeah, I was really impressed just how fast that got knocked out. I had Henny like messaging me like, "Dude, we're already level 1. Like, we're almost to level 2." You know, just getting stoked about it, and that kind of stuff is great. I mean, it's great that it's just an added thing, right? Even though it doesn't really, it's not something you go out and do. It's just a natural thing that's happening that, hey, it gives us more loot, and we love loot, you know?
Oh man,
That's,
and it's so
that's what
critical
it's all
too
about.
because I've been able to get a bunch of loot, clan loot, and it's powerful gear. It's gear that actually helps you level up. So it's really, really good, and I love it. And this recent patch, they just patched the game. You could actually see your clan members who are currently online now. The clan roster page was not working. It's now working. You could go over there and see who from your clan is online, and you can invite them to a game straight in the game. So I think that's really good. No longer you have to go to Bungie.net, go to your clan page, and be like, who's online, wait for a reply, and then hopefully get a game going. No, you could already just go right to your clan page. You're like, oh, look, Josh is on. Click, send invite or send message or join fire team or whatever, and you're good to go. And you're good to go. Quick tip to those that are trying to, I guess, the Guardian Outpost tip of the week to those trying to level up and get really good gear. Once you finish the story campaign, I guess I'll do it. Once you finish the story campaign, do not do those blue quests that pop up on the thing until you get to power level 260. The reason is because if you do them before power level 260, it drops loot below 260. If you do it at 260, it drops everything above 260 and higher. And all the exotics will be maybe 10 levels higher minimum. And your legendary gear will be like 3 to 5 power levels higher. So you want to wait for that. And a lot of those blue missions give you guns, really good guns at the end. So Guardian Outpost leveling up tip.
There you go. I know one of the things you posted was a picture of one of the exotics. It's like an exotic rocket launcher, right? It looks like a satellite. You know what I'm talking about?
The old dubious volley that they now call the warded
Yeah.
foil. It's amazing.
Yeah, we got killed by that thing so many times in the Crucible yesterday. It was not even funny.
It's amazing. It's really
Like
good.
that thing and the sound it makes. I was like, what? Like, who's shooting the spaghetti monster at me? Like, what is going on right
You hear
now?
that spaghetti monster?
And
You're dead, man. You're dead.
yeah, it's game over. It's game over. The first one that hit me was like a triple kill for the guy that shot it. So I was like, no, not a fan. I want one. But
It's got really bad recoil. The recoil on it is awful. But it's not even the best heavy in the game. Apparently, or power weapon. The best is the Merciless fusion rifle. It's also exotic, and apparently that thing just melts people. So that's something to be looking out for. So that's what I like, man. I like seeing the new weapons that people are really happy with. I'm happy to see Mida multi-tool, I guess, but I really love the mini multi-tool. If you haven't used the mini multi-tool, you'll love it. You'll get it from Devrim K in the European Dead Zone when you do the post story campaign missions. It's a really good little gun. I love the thing, man. But yeah, that's what I love about the beginning. What I'm loving as well is we're back to what it was like the beginning of Destiny 1 to sort of like a little bit after just a little bit after Rise of Iron, where we're all going on YouTube. We're looking for tips and tricks to level up. We're watching streamers on how to power level. We're watching YouTube content creators on specific guns. I'm back to watching a lot of more console. I'm back to watching a lot of Mesa Sean and RX Gaming.
Nice.
And my name is Bife. I'm back like oh my god, I missed this. I remember this. You're like, how to do this? Oh my god, I forgot how that's feeling. Like it's really cool that all that is all kind of back.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Lost Maverick is saying that rocket launcher is heat seeking, so you just got to hip fire that.
Oh
thing.
yeah, no, I learned that. I immediately learned that to just hip fire it, and in PvP, if there's somebody in front of you, if there's somebody in front of you, just fire from the hip, they're dead. If they turn a corner, they can maybe escape it, but no. If they're right in front of you, no matter what distance, just shoot it. They're gone.
So, and Dave, you've mentioned the Mida a couple times. Like, I wanna get into a little bit more. How do you feel about the fact that we're already seeing old exotics? I know for myself, seeing Mida, it doesn't bother me. Like, I'm not upset by it. It seems to kind of make sense in the lore that we would still see these guns, that they would have survived. And I was joking in our band app because somebody, I think it was I Am Matman, was like, why I don't want to see old exotics, and I said, well, the reason you see Mida is because nobody had it in their vault. They were all using it. He's like, yeah, that and Icebreaker. So where's Icebreaker?
Yeah.
and
Gallahorn. Everybody had their Gallahorns on them.
Yeah, so I mean, do you think we're gonna end up in the same meta with PvP and stuff, or do you think that there's going to be enough new exotics that do you think we're gonna have such a small meta, and then two, are you bothered by the fact that some of these old exotics are already back?
I'm a little bothered that, oh my god, I'm getting killed in PvP with Mida multi-tools. Let me tell you, the meta is Mida multi-tool. Mida multi-tool in your kinetic slot and MIDI, or mini. I struggle with this one. Mida mini tool in your energy weapon. That is the combo, because it gives you so much speed. You're so fast. The combination of both those guns, it's like it just gives you amazing speed. So right now, that is the meta. I'm getting murderlated by a bunch of mini tools. However, I am seeing a lot of people using auto rifles, pulse rifles, submachine guns. So I like the submachine gun is getting some love out there. I guess it kind of bums me out because there's a lot of people out there, like I said, that are just falling back into old habits. This is supposed to be a new game. You're supposed to be using the new stuff, learning how to use new stuff, and yet I'm finding myself rocking my Nova Bomb. I put on my Sunbreakers on today because I put on my Sunbreakers on today. Because I got the Sunbreakers, and I put them on because I get the melee is more powerful, and and my grenade cooldown is quicker. So that kind of bums me out, but I guess some of these weapons are still, all some of these weapons and gear are in the lore, but it's early. Like, the game is not even a week old yet. The game will be officially a week old tomorrow. It was a week old today for those that got early access to it, but tomorrow it's officially a week old. So I guess in the beginning that's fine, but man, if I start seeing like Fate Bringers, dropping in 6 months from now, the last word dropping 6 months from now, Gallahorn's coming back, and it's like, you told us we were gonna have all new stuff, man, and you're bringing all this stuff out, and all, that's fine right now. That's fine, but I'm getting exotic engrams, and I'm excited. Oh my god, a brand new exotic, Transversive Steps. I already have this. I had this in the last game. Or Heart of Praxic Fire. I had that in the last game. Sunbreakers. I had that in the last game. Skull of Dire Ahamkara. Jeez, I had that in the last game. Where is my new stuff? Like, where is my new exotics? And I don't want to make it sound like I'm complaining because I love the game, but I'm just saying I only say these things because I love the game. But I will say the gun that we got for the pre-order, the Cold Heart, super fun to use, and it melts enemies. It really does. It melts enemies. It's super fun to use. The Cold Heart is great. From the new exotics that I've gotten, the Cold Heart is great. The Sturm is really good. Slow to reload, but is really good. Ward of Coil, which should have been the Dubious Volley in part 1, now it's in part 2, as the Ward of Coil. Super fun gun to use. There's a pulse rifle that you get that shoots void. It sounds like when you shoot it, it goes.
I love it, dude.
It's really good.
Yeah, I have it.
That gun is really good. The only problem I have with that gun is that every time I kill an enemy, I think it dropped a legendary engram because of that purple explosion that it does at the end. So every time I shoot, I'm like, legendary engram. Oh no, crap! That's just that purple explosion at the end. But
well, that last shot does extra damage.
yeah, that last shot,
and so
it throws a little void bomb and explodes the enemy. So yeah, that gun.
Yeah.
So the new stuff has been really cool, but I have been bothered that I think I've only gotten one brand new exotic piece of armor, which was the Warlock wings that you get. You actually get it. You actually get those wings when you first meet Hawthorne in Titan. You first run into Hawthorne. No, not Hawthorne. I forget her name. Sloane. You run into Sloane at Titan, and she gives you an exotic piece of armor. And I got those wings for the Warlock. That's the only. Every other piece of armor I've gotten. Transversive Steps, already had those. Heart of Praxis Fire, already had those. Skull of Akam Hara, already had those. Sunbreakers, already had those. It's like, I need new stuff, but I've got but again, less than a week old.
He's triggered, guys. Look out. He's triggered.
I'm getting my inner Destinat. But no. The Graviton Lance. That's what someone just mentioned in chat. Mr. Bacon, thank you. So really good stuff when it comes to weapons. I've been getting a lot of good stuff when it comes to weapons, but really nothing new when it comes to the armor side. And again, I'm fine with this early on, man. I want to see eventually down the line more exotics that we still haven't found. Exotics that are going to be exciting. I want to see what exotics drop in the raid. We got the raid coming up. I want to see what exotics drop in trials coming up. I want to see these clan wars. We got faction wars coming up. The Nightfalls. I've beaten one Nightfall. I haven't been able to do the second Nightfall. I haven't finished the Nightfall this week, or haven't been able to do a Prestige yet. So, there's still stuff I haven't done. So,
okay, wait. I want to back up here.
Yes.
Okay. What's this Prestige? Tell me, what is that?
Well, you got your Nightfall that you can't. It doesn't unlock for you until you get to power level 240. So that's your Nightfall, which is it's just 240. But if you go in there as 240, you're gonna get crushed. You need to go in there at least 265. Better off if you go in there, all three of you, at 270. You'll do a lot better damage. And you better make sure you go in there with all three elemental damage types, because it's no longer just one elemental damage type. It kind of rotates. Like for a few minutes, it's all void damage. So you better make sure you shoot void damage weapons. For a second, it's solar damage. And then again, arc. The Prestige Nightfall is a 300 power level Nightfall. It's 300 power level. Giggle Monster, he did it. I think he was maybe the first one that completed it. 12 hours it took him and his team to beat the Prestige Nightfall.
What?
12 hours.
A Nightfall took 12 hours.
Yeah, and you only have 10 minutes. The first one, you only had 10 minutes to beat it. And if after the timer ran out, you were gone. You were getting booted out.
I love that, dude.
Yeah, it's good.
I love that.
It's good. The Nightfalls are
That's really good to hear.
Legit hard. However, that's right now. What about when we're all power level 350? We're gonna cruise through all these things. But maybe later on they'll bring out a new version of maybe they'll raise the light level on the power level on these Nightfalls. But for now, yeah, these Nightfalls, they feel like Destiny 1. I remember running into Destiny 1 and said, light level 26 for Nightfall. I went in there as 26. I'm like, I can't do this. So
Yeah, hopefully that continues to level with us so that it stays that challenging. That would be great in my
well,
book.
whatever modifiers they have waiting for us down the line,
If
yeah,
that's the
whatever,
case.
whatever modifiers they have waiting for us down
Yeah.
the line.
So what are faction wars? Like, partly I'm asking for myself, but I want to make sure that we, can maybe some people don't know either, and that we can help inform them on this stuff.
We don't know either, but apparently, Deej tweeted out that faction wars are coming next week. We don't know what that means. I mean, we're gonna have to.
There isn't a lot of details yet. I saw a few tweets, but that was it. I didn't go and
Maybe there
research
is
anything.
details. I haven't seen it. I haven't had time. I got hit by a hurricane. I don't have time to read. I didn't have time to read or see anything. I had no idea about the Ted Cruz stuff today until like what? Anyway, so I had no idea about anything. So yeah, the faction wars are coming next week. Yeah, rival factions. Yeah, I guess rival factions are gonna go against war at each other. You're gonna have to pick modern, New Monarchy, Future War Cult, Dead Orbit, and you're gonna have to pick, and you're gonna go through faction wars. So we'll find out. We'll find out what that is. I love these flashpoints. I love these milestones. There's just many things to do, and I'm sure many more things. Many more things to come. So we'll see what these faction wars are. What are you going to choose, Josh, in a faction war? Dead Orbit, New Monarchy.
Oh, Dead Orbit all the time.
Oh
yeah, my Titan looks like the depressed bass player from any band I listened to in high school.
Don't make fun of me. I'll shoulder charge you. I got a lot of stuff going on. Okay. You don't know me.
Yeah, he just hangs his head low and plucks that bass, baby. That's what he's about.
I'm dark, man. Oh well, yeah. I think I might be going Dead Orbit as well. Even though I really enjoyed New Monarchy in D1, but yeah, I think I will be going Dead Orbit as well. They just had better weapons.
He's all like, I'm gonna wear black until they come out with something darker. That's basically my Titan. So it's got to be Dead Orbit. It's got to be Dead Orbit. You should see he looks like the Crow. He's loosely based off of Brandon Lee from the Crow. So long, straight black hair, eye makeup.
I wear everything in black.
He knows
or
what's
in
up.
gunmetal. Or really dark.
Right. So yeah, that's where I'll be. Is rocking Dead Orbit, and you're thinking Dead Orbit.
I'm thinking Dead Orbit as well. I'm probably thinking Dead Orbit as well. With the faction wars. Although I do like to sometimes be a contrarian. If I see too many people go Dead Orbit, I'm like, bleep this, Future War Cult, let's go. But we'll see, man. But I'll give more impressions of the game next week once we see the raid, once we see what Trials is, and I guess next week the faction wars will begin. There's still so much. I mean, a lot of game reviewers still haven't even given their reviews. There aren't really any reviews out there because there's still stuff to see and stuff to play.
It's a hard game to review. I know in Metacritic it's sitting at about an 84 right now, which is good.
It's good, but it's still too early to really judge a game. You got to a lot of people criticize Destiny 1 like a week into the game, and a lot of us were like, you got to give it time. You got to give it time. There's more coming to the game. So I think a lot of the bigger reviewers are learning that. Maybe the smaller reviewers are just trying to push reviews out there and get clicks. Are the ones, but it's good to see that 84. Good to see that people that criticized the game big time in Destiny 1 are now, like a guy like Angry Joe is loving Destiny. He's been playing Destiny already for a full week already, and he's a guy that moves on from games, really quickly. So, let's see what the raid brings. Let's see what Trials brings. Let's see what this game brings. Let's see any more secrets pop out, any more quests, the quests for gear. So
Yeah, I'm honestly waiting for that Black Spindle type mission to show up.
Yes,
Something like that. And they're going
gonna
to.
happen. It's gonna happen.
They're going. I wonder if it's already hidden somewhere right now.
Behind a time.
And I wonder how many things are kind of just or maybe not even behind. Maybe there's just stuff they're like, "Hey, this is here. Let's see who finds it first."
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm sure it's gonna be Dado. Dado.
And yeah, Destinot's asking, will the quest for Vex return? Who knows? That may very well be a thing. That may very well be a thing where I sit and just stream trying to get the Vex Mythoclast over and over again. Hopefully it'll be a different weapon that, hopefully there's a raid exotic this time around. That's one of those ones that's like, I got the shader, which shaders, Dave. What do you think about them? I know some of the complaints I've heard aren't necessarily on how they work, but the fact that they could end up being tied to microtransactions, and that's what kind of is frustrating some people. What is your take?
Man, if they're going to be tied to microtransactions, they should let people use them forever. I don't like that. I'm not me personally. I'm gonna assume the role of a consumer that's going to buy a shader. Hey, I just bought this shader for $2.99, whatever, and I put it on, and then a couple weeks later, I take it off and I put another shader. Hey, I want to go back to that shader that I bought a few weeks back. Oh crap, it's gone. I spent another $2.99 on it. I think that's kind of BS. But I don't mind, man. I'm right now. A lot of shaders are dropping for me, as like rewards. So, I'm fine with it. But a shader as a consumable, I guess that's okay. I guess it's okay. I guess that means you better really like something before you take it. You better really, hate something if you're gonna take it off. I've already gotten tired of it. So, by the way, yes, I've not mentioned the hat yet. The hat is top notch. Those that are listening on the podcast, you and I watch. You can't see this hat that N64 Josh is wearing. It is a Mario hat where he's obviously, I don't know why he's big already. It's like they put the first level 1-1 on a Mario hat. Josh is wearing it. Mario, for some reason, is already big. The mushroom is still there. I mean, but it's...
and there's a red turtle. What is this?
There's a red turtle.
Cats and dogs are living together. It's
turtle.
just pandemonium.
However, there's a castle. He's running away from the castle. It's really good. It's a great hat, though. Wish I had it. And it's a really great hat. But
Spencer's, buy two get one half off. This too can be yours.
Hey. Hashtag ad.
Right, not a sponsor. But okay, well, hey, I would say overall, our impressions of Destiny 2 so far are two thumbs way up.
Positive, very positive.
Yeah, I'm like I mentioned, I'm taking my time. I'm enjoying the story. I'm enjoying some I love the fact that I can just drop down into an area and just kind of wander, or maybe do my story mission, and then squirrel, I'm over here doing a public event. And even the public events, to unlock the heroic versions of those, I've only seen it happen once, but it was during the Glimmer Drill. And the guys on my team blasted that Glimmer Drill, and all this glimmer just falls on the ground. And I was like, that is awesome. There's just... they're so much more fun to do, and it's not just, at least right now, and again, it can change once you get to the higher level, but right now, it is not easy mode. It is not easy mode whatsoever.
No, and they gave a lot of good. They give a lot of stuff for. They give a lot of stuff for casual players to play. There's a lot of stuff for casual players. This is a game that if you're a casual Destiny player, you can only play a few hours after work. You're gonna plunk down $60 for this game, and you're gonna get months of entertainment. And then when you think you're finishing the game and you're finishing everything that it has, boom, they're dropping you a DLC in December, and you're once again hours and hours of content that you'll have. And then once again in the spring, I don't know when they're gonna come out with anything in the spring, but definitely, as of right now, no raid, no Trials of Osiris as a game. Destiny, the game as it is right now. I keep calling it Trials of Osiris. It's not Trials of Osiris. It's Trials of the Nine now, and we're getting
We'll get there.
Xur. We're getting Xur. You know, this Friday. Xur's coming back this Friday. Apparently, you got to find him in one of the planets. He's not going to be in the tower. We got to go searching for Xur in one of the planets. Maybe it'll be a quest. He's going to take those legendary shards. Are going to be his
Currency?
Currency. Wow, my brain is just not working right now. So
It's all
yeah, hours and hours and hours. You know, if you just take away trials, take away, you know, raid, which, you know, it's gonna be a big part of the game. Game's great. You got hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of entertainment. And you know, guided games are coming soon. Guided games are I think starting this week or next week. Guided games are starting where people can look for fire teams to run raids, to run nightfalls. And Osiris is no longer on trial. He is not. He is not free to go. Although that's going to be the first DLC. It's gonna feature Osiris. Spoiler alert. Actually, that's already out there. It's already out there. It's not really a spoiler.
Yeah.
It's worth it. If you've been thinking about playing Destiny 2, you know, do it. Don't worry about it if you've never played Destiny 1. But I never played Destiny 1. Don't worry about it. You don't need to play Destiny 1. Play Destiny 2. You'll be absolutely fine.
Speaking of playing Destiny 1, can we take a second just to talk about those memories that showed up at the beginning of the game? Because I'm not going to lie, I kind of got the feels a little bit. Like, seeing like some of the people that have come and gone from Destiny, you know, not realizing, like, I first jumped into the Dark Below DLC with Cosmo. He was the first person I played with in the Dark Below. And so, and I think it was even before he was the community manager. Like, we were just friends or whatever. And so, he was the first guy, one of the first guys I played Halo 5 with. And he was like, we were lagging. He's like, "Oh, dedicated servers, huh?" And that was after he was working for Bungie. But it was just cool seeing the raids and who they were completed with, and and all that stuff. And one of the things that was great for me is Destinaut was in most of my memories and a lot of it was just him and I doing a lot of stuff. And so it was really cool. It was very cool. Did you have similar?
I had similar feels.
You mained Xbox, right?
I mained Xbox, so I haven't turned my PlayStation. I have not turned my Destiny Xbox on yet. So Destiny 2 on Xbox.
Okay.
Yet. So I'm gonna get real feels because when I turn that on, it's gonna be with friends that a lot of the early stuff is gonna be with friends that I know don't even play the game anymore, and I'll text them and be like, "Hey, remember when we did Vault of Glass together on September 2014?" And I'm like, "What? Oh my God! How do you remember the date?" Just that good. Yeah, it was great when you logged on there. It showed you who you did the Black Garden with, who you did the raid with, who you did Prison of Elders with, and yeah, it was so good to see. It was like, wow, that person. Yeah, I used to play with that person a lot. Now they don't come around anymore. And don't want to spoil the ending for you, but there's something really nice at the end. By Bungie, but there's something really nice by Bungie at the end. There's also something really cool after the credits. So you know, finish the game, watch the credits, and then, you know, watch after the credits. They've already tweeted it out. I don't know if you saw the message, but there is a message from Bungie at the end of the story campaign when you finish it. I don't want to spoil it at all, but if you do want to, if you have seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, you know, finish the story campaign and check it out. I've heard some reports from people that you could kind of skip the credits and still see the end credits scene. I don't know. I don't want to be that guy to tell you to do that. So just to be safe, you know, when the game's over, the credits start rolling, go to the bathroom, you know, take a whiz, get something to drink, come back, and then the credits will be over, and then you can, because the credits are long, and then you could see what they have. Yeah, it's like a Marvel movie. There's definitely something at the end that you want to watch that harkens to something coming up really soon. But I
Can
would.
you go back and watch the credits? Do you know?
I don't know. You know what? I should look at my. I should look at my. I should look. You know what? I have my PlayStation on right now. I wanted to play. I wanted to play Destiny before we started this. Before we started the podcast, but man, it's doing a download right now. It's taking forever. Yeah, I want to see if there's if there's like a. Yeah, I know. I really. I'm trying to see if there's like a credits. I don't think so. No, there's no credits. Wow, I've already collected 15 exotic weapons. Jesus Christ.
Whoa, that's a lot, man.
I've already. Yeah, I got the Life Exotic trophy. I already collected it. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's a lot.
That's awesome.
Really,
well,
really no life.
Hey.
Yes.
Yeah, you just no lifed it, but you're enjoying it, right?
So I'm enjoying it. Again, if you've been thinking about, I never played Destiny 1. Should I play Destiny 2? I heard a lot of people that, I heard a lot of people that they don't like that they didn't like Destiny 1, and this one, like, Destiny 2 is worth it. It has a lot. There's a lot of things. I've no life the game, so I've played already a bunch of hours. People that don't do what I do, that have regular 9-to-5s or whatever. 9-to-5 has become like the stereotype. What if there's some people out there that work 1 to 9, or the regular 1 to 9? Those people, those peeps that don't know life the game have plenty of content. So I think it's you've clocked 31 hours. Yeah, I have 16 hours between Wednesday and Thursday. Then I did 4 hours on Friday, so that's 20. Then I did 12 on Saturday, that's 32. Then so I've put 36 hours into the game already. A day and a half already of my life gone to Destiny 2, and more to come. Tomorrow, it's probably going to go into the 50-hour mark because we got the raid, and who knows how long it's going to take us to finish the raid. It's good. I would definitely recommend it. If you're a PC player, oh boy, are you in for a treat. You're in
for sure.
A treat. Dave the one-upper. I totally one-upped you. I didn't mean to do that.
Modern Prophet's calling you out, man.
He totally did call me out there. But if you're a PC player and you never got to play Destiny 1, you're in for a treat. D2 is going to be great, and it looks great on the PS4. I'm sure it looks great on the Xbox One. I haven't seen it yet. I don't care about frame rate, but it is going to look really good on the PC. And PC players are really in for a treat. We're on what day is it today? The 12th. So yeah, we got a month. You got about a month and 12 days before the game comes out. A month and a half before the game comes out, and it's going to be worth the wait. It's going to be a lot of fun for the PC gamer.
Yeah, and stay tuned to our Twitters because we're going to be giving away a copy of Destiny 2 on PC.
I mean, too late. I already stole it. Sorry, contest over. Guardian Outpost went into the prize bin and grabbed it.
Okay, I'll buy another one. So, and speaking of Twitter, man, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Guardian Outpost. Of course, it's at Guardian Outpost. Been tweeting a lot about the game, and my most recent tweets though have been a lot about Hurricane Irma. Thank goodness that's over. We got very lucky. Thank you to everybody that showed concern. So many people out there reached out to me and was like, we're like, hey Dave, stay safe, hunker down. We don't want anything to happen to you. We want you back. I was, touched. It touched my heart. Sometimes when you do this, when you do content creation, you wonder, does anybody even care that I'm gone? Like, if I miss a week or 2 weeks, will anybody notice? And man, I got a big resounding yes. People will definitely miss me. And to me,
I'd miss you.
I miss you, Josh. Trust me, I was talking to my wife. I'm like, I hope we have power so I could do the loot cast on Tuesday. I told my wife that if it happened, I would have done it from my cell phone. I would have found a place somewhere. I would have tried to find a cell phone tower that worked, and I would have just ran. I would have just driven to it and parked under it and be like, Josh, I'm under a cell tower just for you, man. I did think about you, and you know, you think about you think about that stuff, and I'm glad a lot of people reached out to me. Every time I tweeted something about that we're doing okay, that we're doing fine, everything's good, hundreds of likes on it, dozens of retweets, a bunch of people answering. So, sometimes you may feel like, is anybody listening to me? Is anybody watching me? Is anybody out there? Hello, is there anybody out there? There was people out there who cared. So, thank you. Follow me on Twitter, Guardian Outpost. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Guardian Outpost. Stream every morning, 6 a.m. Eastern Time, whether it's a potato stream or whether it's a stream from my streaming room. I'm going to be on 6 a.m. Eastern Time playing lots of Destiny.
How many more Tuesdays are you on the front page?
We just finished number 5 this week. Today, 3 more opportunities on the front page. And I'm going to take full advantage of it, man. The front page has been really, really great, and I hope the next 3 I can do it from my office without any problems, and we'll be okay.
Yeah, if you guys can make it to that, I know it's early if you're on the West Coast, but
it's pretty lit.
If you're
pretty lit at 6 a.m., 7 a.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah, or at 4 a.m. when I'm watching. So
yeah.
But it's a party for sure. So if you can go check it out and do it, make sure to do it. And guys, you can find me on Twitter at N64Josh. You're gonna find me on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all of it. N64Josh, all of it. So you can find me on any of those places. I have a music video that's going to be launching this week. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure that you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, because that is where this video will be dropping. Possibly even, it may already be out when you're hearing this. And to give you just a little preview, it's basically a song written from the perspective of Mario. And he's just frustrated that every time he beats a level, he finds out his princess is in a... He finds out his princess is in another castle.
Oh, no,
so,
really hard. I gotta do it again.
Yeah, that's basically it. So, all the places, N64Josh. I do try to stream as often as I can. Monday nights are guaranteed stream night. We do this show live 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern, twitch.tv/N64Josh. And we may mix that up. We may do this on Guardian Outpost channel here very soon, and just kind of, we'll let you guys know week to week. Just make sure you're following both of us. If you want to throw those notifications on, or make sure to follow us on Twitter. We always tweet out when we're live, so you will know. Remember, opseat.com. Use your coupon code GEO. Save yourself $10. Also, audibletrial.com/thelootcast. Get yourself that free audiobook. And guys, if you have a second, you can leave us a review on iTunes. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. We want to get the show into the top 200 in games and hobbies. So we can only do that with your help. So those reviews, sharing the show with some friends, and let us know how we can improve. If there's things you want to see, things you don't like seeing, whatever. Like we're pretty open and love to chat. So hit us up. Thank you so much for listening, Dave. Thanks for doing the potato podcast.
This is the potato podcast, man. The only difference between this one and the first time I did this podcast with you, I'm not nude.
Clothing.
This time I'm wearing clothing. Last time I did this, I was nude.
Oh, it's awesome. That's awesome. If you guys are here with us live, I want to just give you a quick shout out. G.I. Jello, Modern Prophet, Don't Need Sick Herbs, Destinaut, Nurse Fern. If I missed anybody, Riddell was here, Spazatron, LSD, Bacon, Sneaky Sniper, Lost Maverick, guys, everybody, thank you so much for being here with us. If you're just lurking, we really appreciate you. So stick around if you're with us live. We're going to go raid somebody. Kirby, hey, thank you for being here and not unsubbing after the Zelda House comment. So, yeah, hey, we'll see you guys next week. Later.
Bye, guys.
Okay, guys in chat, guys and gals, thank you for hanging out with us. Let's go
there's a,
show
before
somebody
we get out of here, pretty interesting.
some love.
I'm looking at the trophies. I'm looking at the trophies here, and the classes are pretty across the board, pretty much the same. 23% of the PlayStation 4 user base are using hunters. 20.6 are using warlocks. 20.1 are using titans. So that's pretty good. 20.1 have gotten all 3 subclasses on titans. 23.2 have gotten all 3 subclasses on hunters, and 20.6 have gotten all 3 subclasses on. So that's pretty good across the board. There's pretty much the same amount of people using Titan, Warlock, and Hunters out there. That's it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
I don't know what that means.
I know a lot of people are trying different classes, so it's interesting to hear that it's pretty. I wonder how many people have just started up all 3 again, and maybe that could be skewing that.
But here we go. Heart of Darkness, only 22.5% of the player base on PlayStation 4 has finished a Nightfall. So if you have finished a Nightfall, you are in the top 23%. Here's a very rare trophy that I got was the Life Exotic. Collect 15 exotic weapons. Only 11.4 of the player bases have gotten that. 30 challenges completed. I've completed 30 challenges, 15% of the PS4 player base. And then right down here in the bottom, we have the raid trophies. But 88.5% of the PlayStation 4 player base have done a public event. Pretty good. Pretty good. And only listen, Josh, you're in here, man. You're in the 30 percentile here, but Long and Windy Road, only 69.1% of the PlayStation 4 gamers have finished the story campaign. 69.1. So
I'm on Xbox, so I'm not even in that.
This is PlayStation, yeah. So I got to take a look at.
Yeah.
I finished already 57% of my things. I don't know. I thought that was pretty interesting. I was looking at because if at the end of Destiny 1, I think only 20% of the player base even completed one raid.
So nuts.
Yeah, I think 20% on PS4 and 20-some odd percent on Xbox One only were able to do one raid. So be thankful if you're one of those people that have been able to finish all 4 raids so far.
Yeah. And get with a clan. The Outpost has got spots.
The Loot Clan has
We're going to have spots opening soon.
Modern Prophet, what was the hate symbol exotic? It wasn't an exotic. It was a blue level gloves that had the word KEK on it. It had a cross and like a kind of like a plus sign kek, and that word has been associated with hate groups. And Bungie removed the gloves. Precautionary. They didn't want to offend anybody, so they removed those gloves. An uproar, a tizzy, whatever you want to say, something went down. A bunch of stuff went down on Twitter with people fighting amongst themselves. But I feel Bungie trying to keep the community,
stay away from Peppy the Frog.
Yeah, Bungie trying to bring some positivity by removing that. But listen, we don't want to offend anybody, so we removed it. Even if you're not offended by it, you shouldn't be mad at the fact that they didn't want to offend anybody. You know what I mean? Like people were like, oh, why would you remove it? It's not that big of a deal. Bungie didn't want to offend anybody. You know what I mean? you may not be offended by something, but someone else could be offended by it. So Bungie is gonna they don't want anybody to be offended. You know what I mean? Even if only 10% of people get offended by it, Bungie doesn't want it, and Bungie still doesn't want anybody to be offended by it. So the fact that people got bothered that Bungie didn't want to offend anybody was kind of weird to me. It's like what, you want to see people offended? You want to see people mad?
Did that happen today, Dave?
Yes,
was that all going down today?
Bungie.
Okay. I saw Bonesy's tweet from Crucible Radio, and I was like, "What? What is Bonesy talking about?" Because he's usually a pretty level-headed guy, and he had a pretty level-headed tweet, and I was like, "What is the deal here?"
Yeah.
So,
look it up.
The only thing I get offended by is people that are offended. That's it. So,
yeah. So it's true. People do get easily offended nowadays. It's true, but that's not even the point. The point is, Bungie didn't want to offend anybody. Easily offended, hard to offend. They didn't want to offend anybody. So, they took the action of removing the gloves, the gauntlets. And to be honest, I had no idea about the gauntlets because they belong on hunters. So I've only used the warlock, so I haven't even gotten it. So today, Bungie tweeted out, Bungie helped tweet it out. We're removing some gloves that may be considered, that may be associated with hate, and we don't want to offend anybody, so we're removing the gloves. And a whole tizzy started, and a whole tizzy started. They don't want to. They want people to just enjoy playing the games. That's it. They don't want people to be offended to be offended by the game. It's the same. Like if you have like you're throwing a birthday party for kids. I'm going to use this example. If you're a parent and you're throwing a birthday party for your kids, and you invite the one kid who's gluten-free, you don't want to offend the kid and their parents, so you're going to buy gluten-free. Yes, there may be 80 kids at the party. By the way, this is a big party. Let's say there's 80 kids at the party, but one of them is gluten-free. Why am I yelling? I'm just a guy that yells. I'm a Cuban guy. I yell. Let's say there's 80 kids at this party, and one of these kids is gluten-free or can't eat eggs or can't do whatever. You're gonna buy food for that kid. You're gonna buy food for that kid, so that kid has a good time at the party as well, and his parents don't have to worry about him downing a cupcake with gluten in it, and all of a sudden my kid's convulsing because he's allergic to celiac. You know what I mean? So that's essentially what Bungie did, man. We want all the kids to have a good time. We don't want that one kid to be not having a good time because he sees all the other kids, having fun and eating their stuff, and then you know what I mean? That's basically the best way I could put it. It's what it is. Bungie wants everybody at their birthday party to have
Bungie also doesn't want to have to deal with lawyers, so that's also
groups and they're nipping it in the bud, and they apologized, and they went out there and they apologized, and if you do a little research on the actual symbol, it's actually been around since the World of Warcraft days. It's an old symbol.
If you want to learn more about it, go listen to Joe Rogan. Go listen to Joe Rogan talk to Jordan Peterson. You'll learn all about Kekistan and Peppy the Frog.
Yes.
So,
all that.
Gosh. You'll also learn how ridiculous it all is.
It is, and what happened is people started getting mad at the people that got kind of mad, or no, people got mad at the people that were happy that they took it off. Like, oh, okay, I'm glad that Bungie took this off, and then another person would be like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. So that's what happened. People got offended at other people that were glad that they didn't get offended. It boggles the mind. I don't even know.
You know what? Let's just go back to focusing on shaders, people.
Damn
Come on.
it.
Come on.
Give me my shaders for life. I paid $2.99 for that shader.
Oh, all right, guys. Hey, we love you. I got to get this show up on thelootcave.com. So let's go show Mega Magwitch some love, and we'll see you guys next week. We'll also see you in a little bit for the Nintendo Powercast if you want to come hang out again. So much love, guys. Thank you for being so rad, and we'll see you over at Mega Magwitch. Hit him with a Lootcast raid.
my channel.
Mega Mag.